Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a pretty good day. So I have another unboxing video today. We are going to be unboxing Phantasm Part 1 and Part 2. And before we get into that, I just want to apologize for this little leg right here. It's part of the light. I'm trying to get a little more light in, so I apologize. Hopefully eventually this will be gone and you won't see that. Threw up a few horror Funko Pops, some pumpkin lights, just kind of make it a little more Halloween for these unboxing videos. But like I said, so we're going to be undoing Phantasm Part 1 and Part 2. Now, I've never seen these movies before. I've never seen anything in the entire series. And I know that box set came out and they did a re-release of it not that long ago of that like Sphere Phantasm box set that came with that little sphere and it had all the movies in it. And I thought about getting that and I thought it looked pretty cool, but it was like $100-something and I was just like, I'm not willing to fork out $100-something for a collection of movies that I've never seen. But this one I think was only about $20. And it is from Well Go Entertainment. And so I figured, for 20 bucks, the cover art is awesome. I mean, that sold me alone right there. It's just the cover art. And then on the back, you got the Phantasm 2. So it's like for 20 bucks, I'll check it out. And so let's get into this thing and let's see what it all comes with. Let's get this opened up here. Well, right off the bat, it looks like it comes with a poster, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I love those little added things they do for collectors. This is a nice glossy slip cover. I really like it. The one thing I don't like, and some places do this, is they have like a little hole that goes through here that's on the back for like the barcode. So there's like an opening here. I'm not a big fan of that, but whatever, what can you do? So let's open this up here. And we got a poster, which I'm assuming, oh no, it looks like it might be the original. So we have a poster here. Move it over here because I can't fit in the frame. But one side of the poster, as you can see, is just the original artwork. Right there. This is pretty awesome. I mean, this is like the original artwork. The other side is the new artwork. And I'm assuming that was the theatrical poster. Kind of hard to see. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry about that. But either way, you got the reversible poster, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that was the poster. And then we got the thing here, which is the same as the slipcover. Open it up here. So you got Phantasm 1 remastered and Phantasm 2. It doesn't look like there's any reversible artwork. Let's see. So then it says bonus features, auto commentary, deleted scenes, interviews, and much more. Which means there's probably not much more in there, even though it says there is. And auto commentary, the making of, deleted scenes, work print scenes, behind the scenes, trailer, and much more. So it looks like Phantasm 2 probably has more bonus features than Phantasm 1. I don't know which one was more popular between these two. The first one or the second one, who knows. But so yeah, so it doesn't look like you get like a ton of bonus features, but for a double feature movie plus a poster and an awesome slipcover, not too bad considering the fact I think it was like $18.99. Actually, now that I think about it, this was $19.99, but I had a gift card. So I actually got this for, I think it was $2.46 is what I actually ended up paying. That's right, I completely forgot about this. So yeah, so I got this for $2.46. So this is just the packaging alone, double feature, is a heck of a deal for that. But the normal price, if you don't have that, I think, is roughly, I think I saw today even, it was on Amazon for like $19.99. So if you're a fan of these movies so far, it seems like, yeah, for a double feature, it's a pretty good deal. But like I said, I've never seen these movies, so I'm going to take off and go watch them both and maybe just talk about it a little bit and do a short little review to end the video. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. I just got done watching Phantasm Part 1 and Part 2. It was my first time viewing. I'd never seen these movies before. So before I get into kind of what I thought of it, I'm just going to kind of go over just briefly without trying to do really any spoilers, but there may be some spoilers. But I just kind of want to go over what these movies are kind of about. So you've been warned. I may possibly be giving away a few spoilers, so if you've never seen it, maybe watch the movies first. So the first movie revolves around three friends who, after another one of their friends dies under strange circumstances, starts to investigate the undertaker of the town because they believe that he's up to some wrongdoing, is more or less the point of the movie. And I'll delve into it a little bit deeper. This might give a little bit of spoilers, but basically what he's doing, you find out you can see on IMDb, this is how they explain the movie, so it's not really that big of a spoiler. But when they find out what the Undertaker, known as the Tall Man, who's that guy right there, they find out that what he's doing is he's after people die or he kills people, he turns them into these little, almost like zombie type creatures who kind of look like the Sand People a little bit from Star Wars. And that's those guys right there. And then he sends them out into this almost like another dimension world through these little pillars that are right here. And so these three friends basically set out to stop him. And that's the point of the first one. And also the Undertaker, he uses these spheres to kill people, which they kind of fly through the air, stick in your head and drill into their brain. It's pretty disgusting, but pretty cool too at the same time. Cool effect for a horror movie. And that's the basic plot of the first movie. And then the second movie, basically just kind of follows that same concept, but years later, after the youngest friend, who was actually the brother of one of the guys who died, has been in a mental institution after multiple years. Him and another friend go back in to re-investigate this Tall Man and try to stop him from his reign of terror, if you will. And then along the way, they meet this girl who has this strange, like, connection between the one good guy from the first movie and the Tall Man. Okay, so, well, about the movies now. The first one, like I said, takes place in the late 70s. It's kind of got this dated feel. It's very 70s. The soundtrack is kind of 70s. The dialogue is pretty bad. The acting is even worse. But at the same time, it's still kind of creepy at times. There's some creepy imagery, especially from this Tall Man. He's a pretty creepy character. So it's kind of just corny and dumb, but at the same time, I found it to be very enjoyable. It was kind of a weird connection between the two, of it being kind of bad but good at the same time. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. The first one's definitely better than the second one. And the second one it was fun, it was fine, but it was far more, it was more gruesome, it was more action-packed, where the first one was a little more dull, there wasn't as much action. Another thing to say about this was just kind of weird because, like I said, this first one here was like 1979 maybe, and this one was 1989 or 88, somewhere around there. So when you watch these movies, if you watch them back to back, it's very weird because there's a whole decade of time between the first and the second movie. So the styles in which they're done are just far different. It's really weird. So you have like that 70s one, like I said, which is very 70s, has a very 70s soundtrack, this and that, to 80s, which delves into the late 80s and the style of the late 80s, which was more gory, more action-packed. It's more of a synthesized score as opposed to kind of like a 70-ish rock kind of soundtrack in the first one. The first one had a very, almost kind of like a gothic horror feel to it, where the second one really did not. It just felt just more like every other kind of like cheesy horror movie that came out in the late 80s. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Like, if you are to watch it back to back, they feel very different in films. I mean, it's kind of, you forget sometimes that you're watching a sequel to a movie from the 70s because they did wait so long in between to do them. But I mean, with that being said, I mean, both movies, they're still enjoyable. If you are fans of this movie, I think I saw on Amazon, it's like $21. So if you don't want to spend the money on that big sphere set for $100-something or whatever it is, I think this is a good route to go. I mean, the one thing I should mention is you're probably going to see on the internet, if you look this up, or even under reviews on Amazon, that people trashed this release. Because apparently this came from Well Go Entertainment. Apparently Well Go Entertainment did not put into this set what was promised to the people. Apparently it was supposed to be like a new remaster, which apparently, on the first movie, which apparently was not. I guess it was just the same release from other releases that have been put out. Part 2 was supposed to be unrated and unrated and like new footage, which I looked on mine, and on the actual disc, it does just say R-rated. So apparently the releases that this was supposed to be is not what they promised. Now, with that being said, like, I don't own any of these movies. So for me, I thought it looked good and I thought it sounded good, but I didn't have any of the other releases to compare it to, this and that. But like I said, I do know for a fact that my like part 2, which was supposed to be unrated, is only the R-rated version because it says R-rated right on the disc. So I know that wasn't on there. But like I said, I still thought it looked good, looked really good, and looked really, or sounded really good as well. So, I mean, I would recommend this release, even though it's not what they said. Now, I have also heard that Well Go Entertainment has offered a disc replacement program that apparently some of the units that went out did not get the proper disc. Apparently it was supposed to be an unrated version and a remastered version and some of these other special features that are not included on these discs. So if you go to Well Go Entertainment, I think it's wellgoentertainment.com/contact, you can send in a request for replacement discs, which I have done. I haven't heard anything from them, but I just did it. But it's kind of odd. They don't ask for like a proof of purchase on there. They might not have even asked for my address. So I don't know if it's one of those ordeals, kind of like what Universal did. I did that when I had to do for my Psycho replacement disc, is you basically put in a request. Then like a month later, they contact you and go, here's your form. You fill this out, send it back, and we'll send you your thing, which is just dumb. Just put the form out to begin with so people can fill it out, put in their proof of purchase, send it into you, and do it all in one transaction. There's really no reason that you should have to contact them, have them contact you again, then you contact them a third time or a second time, and then send it in. That's just dumb. But but when I did it, I just included that I got it on Amazon and my invoice number for my proof of purchase because I don't want to really deal with that. So I just put it in there. So like I said, I haven't heard anything from them, but I did just do it. So it sounds like they're on it, hopefully. So if you do pick this up and you do not have the right one, apparently they do have a disc replacement program. But, and I figure, like I said, I like the way it looked and sounded. I thought it was perfectly fine for me. But if they're going to offer that and it's free, I might as well get what they promised. So, I mean, with all that being said, though, otherwise, I would definitely recommend this, especially for the price point. I think it was $21.99 on Amazon. I checked, I think, yesterday. And for 2 movies, and you do get some bonus features. I'll put it up on the screen here from the main menu since they don't list them on here for some reason. Only a few of them. I'll put up a screenshot here of part 1 and part 2 bonus features that you do get that were included on these releases. So, yeah, all in all, I think it's pretty solid, and I love that artwork. I think it's very cool. So, yeah, if you do pick it up, though, and you think you have the wrong one, definitely probably just take advantage of the replacement program because it's free. Well, that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. I was hoping to get... I went out yesterday. I was hoping that apparently Scream on 4K was supposed to be released, and I was going to do a review for that. But I guess it sounds like that might have been pushed back to like November 2nd. Shipping delays. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do an unboxing and review that one for the month of October. But what can you do? When I do get it in, I'll definitely be doing that one. It probably won't be till November at some point. But, yeah, guys, that's it. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.